The problems we are focusing on in our documentary are the lack of healthy food options on the University of Kentucky's campus and the time students and faculty can use their meal swipes.
What meal plan do you have and why did you pick it?
I have the Blue 14 meal plan. It gives you 14 meal slots per week, and I chose that one because I really like to eat and I don't want to have like the 10 meal swipes and overeat and not have enough to eat over the weekend.
The restaurant's better hours, so just maybe not necessarily closing Bowman like for meal swipes at 4 p.m. every day.
I think it's unfair that the University of Kentucky only allows students living in the dorms to use their meal swipes before 4 o'clock and sometimes even 3 o'clock, especially on the weekends. A lot of food places offering meal swipes aren't even open, so it's very hard for students to eat what they want to eat on the weekends because a lot of us, that is our only option and that's what our parents pay for. And if we don't use meal swipes or flex, we have to pay out of our own pockets, which is obviously difficult for a student on campus to be doing.
That we are allowed to only use 2 meal swipes a day. Not only to mention that, they don't give us enough, flex dollars to last us throughout the semester. So it's kind of unfair that, we have to go hungry or, it's limited options, very limited.
Is you can only eat 2 times a day at certain times. You don't get to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You get to choose like lunch and dinner or breakfast, and you're not supposed to eat at night because it's like bad for the body. You shouldn't eat past 8. And the only time the meal swipe opens up again is at 10.
I wish we could use a meal swipe all day long because I feel that I would eat healthier because right now I just snack since I can't use a meal swipe, even though it's my money that I pay for.
When they told me I got unlimited meal swipes, it was only at the diners and not the fast food places. So I was pretty pissed about that.
So I think that my primary problem with the meal swipe system that we have right now is that it kind of forces you to eat in a way that doesn't necessarily seem natural all the time. Like, I find myself budgeting my meal swipes in a way where I can only really eat like maybe 1 time a day and then maybe use my flex dollars like every 2 days or so. And I feel like that's not substantial enough to necessarily work on a daily basis.
The problem is for students and faculty not being able to access the healthy food they should be provided.
Do you think the University of Kentucky has healthy food options?
I think they do with like Greens to Go and Freshie, but I don't think we have enough, and they're definitely not as widely available as they should be.
Really, only I'd stick with Greens to Go and Freshie because the salad bars aren't going to be substantial. Just in general, the campus Blazer and the 90 aren't really substantial enough, I feel, as food options, just because the food isn't up to par compared to the restaurants.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Do you have any other problems with
Concerns?
anything you want to get out of your chest?
I think that the options on North Campus need work, just in general. Like, you have Bowman and everything, but I don't have like an option for when I want. I don't know. Like, the diversity could use work because like you have Taco Bell and you have Steak and Shake for late night options, but what if I wanted something different than those two, Yeah. Like, what if I wanted fried chicken?
I think we have a lot of healthy options on campus, but it's pretty difficult for students that receive those options because we have busy schedules, and going somewhere such as Freshie with long lines takes a lot of time. You have to sit down at, say, the 90, which is difficult because no students really have the capability to sit down and have time for that.
Like, I don't want to have to deal with just food shouldn't have to be a banking game. You should just be able to go to a restaurant and not have to worry about, how many meal swipes do I have left, how much flex do I have.
Do you think UK provides healthy food options?
Yes and no. We do have Freshie and Subway and Greens to Go, which you can have really like green salads and wraps and stuff like that. The 90 tries to have like a salad bar and try to tell you how many calories are in the food, but other than that, we don't really have very many healthy options to choose from.
Because I mean, they have Freshie and Greens to Go, but that's not. It's like the only ones that's healthy. Other than that, everything else, I don't only have Subway too, but that's about it. Nothing else.
So I think Freshie and Greens to Go and Bowman's Den are healthy food options here on campus, but the problem with that, me personally, a lot of their items involve salads, and that's obviously healthy, but for me that wouldn't fill me up. So it's easier to go places like Subway and Panda Express and Chick-fil-A, which are a lot worse for you because they're more filling.
Like, it's not fair. Like, you know, we paid our tuition, our hard-earned money. You know, we should enjoy, you know, our meal plan. We should get our money's worth.
Where do you eat and why?
Mostly Bowman's Den because they have the most variety, and then they take meal swipes for all of their locations except Starbucks, which is lame. Common Grounds takes meal swipes, and Starbucks should too. But then I also eat a lot of Blazer because it's right across the street.
Okay, I eat at the 90 on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays for breakfast, and I mostly go to King's Library for Subway, and I go to Bowman's.
A place that I eat at is K-Lair, and it's because it's right beside my dorm and it's convenient. And I work, so I eat there after I get off work because it takes most swipes after 10.
And why? I eat at the 90 the most because they're the only place that takes meal swipes all day, and I'd love to eat at other places, but unfortunately they don't take meal swipes all day long.
Yeah. So I walk around the corner and I'm tempted by other things such as greased food, french fries, or desserts.
Do you keep healthy food in your dorm?
Yeah, I definitely have healthy food, but I also have some junk foods. Like I have peanut butter, which is probably like medium healthy, but I also have apples and bananas, and I have eggs, and I have some candy and a few bags of chips.
For the most part, I have like fruits in my dorm, but I have an occasional snack too that's not healthy.
I hope that, you know, things, you know, come to changes to better our university.
Do you think the University of Kentucky has healthy food options?
I think most restaurants on campus have at least one healthy food option.